Hey John, how are we doing?
Hey, James, great.
Just packing away here, getting ready for IBC. I thought I'd give you a share. How's your packing going? All good?
Oh, it's crazy, but I'm going to make it.
Always crazy, right? Always crazy. What are you planning to take? What are you showing at the show this year?
Um, Pretty much, I'm hoofing the laptop along. I got a bag full of slides, and I got a couple of demos to do. So I think it's going to be mostly great conversations with a lot of partners. And the booth is going to be hopping this year. How about you?
Yeah, no, the same. I was got my comfy shoes. Always a good place to go. Eclectic set of socks for those who are checking, and I'm sure I'll be wearing the Hawaiian again, which I made very famous on your stand earlier this year in AB, as I do recall. And I'm going to be on
Oh,
your stand
yes.
again. I think I'm going to be there on noon on Saturday, doing a presentation on all things Ortana that we're doing. So many amazing different opportunities with Storj and different use cases. Who else you got on the booth out of curiosity?
Oh, we've got a ton of people in the booth. I'm really excited to hear more about what you're bringing, what you're talking about, what you're announcing. But we've got a lot of groups. So we have a few things for medium production workflows. So Massive will be there. Hammerspace, of course, for managing all of that data everywhere. QNOFS is a new one for us. We're really excited. They provide a high performance local drive mapping for object storage. It's a fantastic integration. Works incredibly well with Storj. Shadow Magic Studios, another one for video production workflows.
Awesome.
New one this year again is Beam Transfer. So Beam Transfer is in that space of moving large objects across the internet really fast, built on Storj with a great integration endpoint there. Of course, Iconic, great matching, perfect with us. GB Labs, longstanding partner of Storj with their Nebula Cloud NAS built on Storj. That's really an exciting one. We're seeing a lot of traction there. Signient, of course, Signient Media Shuttle. We've tested in the top 1% performance wise as backing storage for Signient Media Shuttle. So that's always a fun one for us. AdSignal, another partner we've been with to a few IBCs with. They both shrink the amount of data that you have to store and also do a lot of intelligence around AI workloads on video assets and media assets in general. So that's a great one. Varnish, of course. Varnish is a great one. We're seeing a ton of traction with CDN Origin, and obviously with Varnish's position in that part of the industry, it's just fantastic fit. So, how about you? What have you got going on? Where's some exciting things with Ortana?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're launching this year what we call Connect. Cubics for many a year has been sort of just seen as a MAM. We've always very focused on workflow and integration. So we're touching 90 integrations now. Obviously, Storj with our native integration, and also Vaudi, which I'd love to chat on in a second. But also this year we're announcing and showing Connect using things like LucidLink. So LucidLink, as I'm sure as you know, it's great for making a simple process for editors to be able to work with content, to be able to easily edit with cloud storage. And the nice thing is that we've got a full integration for that genuine end-to-end managing of provisioning, backing up, snapshotting, and making all kind of work natively with the MAM. So is LucidLink something I could use on Storj?
Yeah, absolutely. We've tested LucidLink, and honestly, our tests have shown us to be the fastest solution in terms of actually backing storage for LucidLink. So it's a great fit for us as well, and it's great to hear that you've sort of automated all the pain about plugging in your own backing storage for editors and distributed teams. So I'm excited. I'm actually excited to learn more about that one. What else is going on?
So another one, sort of a similar space as well, is with our partners, Densitron. So if you know Densitron, they do a number of different solutions. One is basically their panels for in studio. So just like you talked about there, how do you take a really complicated workflow but make it simple for the operator to do? Either because your operator is an editor, they're not there to provision storage and understand command lines or the rest of it, or because more like we're looking at is time saving, so provisioning channels on demand. So one of the things we'll be showing on the Densitron stand is being able to choose a region, choose a channel type. Cubics will provision completely lights out a channel, and actually all of those channels, out of curiosity, we're playing off the Storj storage again, being decentralized. It's very useful for being regionless and where we need it to be. But also then thinking about that more from a kind of provisioning on demand. So if we think about in a DR situation, a lot of clients would love to have DR facilities but can't afford the bill of a full-time DR, right? So if you can press a button stand everything up on demand, and that includes compute. So obviously our integration with Vaudi is really great to be able to have that kind of sort of distributed on-demand GPU accessibility, making part of that workflow as well. So, I mean, Vaudi, that's new to the group this year. That's an acquisition by yourselves, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So last year we sort of were at IBC with Vaudi as a partner, and now they're a wholly owned subsidiary. That integration has been working so well, and we found so much synergy between even our existing customer bases, where the type of people who are using innovative tools like distributed storage and like distributed GPU, they all are sort of cross-pollinating and trying out new AI workloads. And I'm really excited to see this year kind of how AI matures in terms of the last couple of years. It was really a capability in search of a really solid workflow, but this year it seems like there are mature solutions out there. I think you've probably got a bunch of integrations around AI to showcase this year.
Exactly. We've been integrating our engines now for several years as they've come online. I think we're touching 18 and then counting. And Halo, which is our very cost-effective platform, considered across Storj, but also a mixture of storage. So, as great as Storj is, and we know we use it for many different tiers of storage, distribution, line editing. We always recommend a cross-cloud backup. So, maybe using Deep Glacier or something for the backup. But Halo sits across all of that and manages natively the AI path. But the nice thing about Halo is it's a bring your own bucket. And not only is this about then being able to choose what AI engines you want to use at what point for what assets, but also Halo is also designed, whilst it's a cloud platform, for running on the edge. So we like to leverage our technology where we can. So whether that's using sensible, decentralized, the way it should be built storage like Storj, or whether it's even using on-prem resources for clients in their distributed locations and making that work seamlessly with the cloud. Because as you say, AI now has become quite mature in the sense of workflows are there now to actually drive it. Whereas before it was a bit of a buzzword bingo. I need to get AI because it sounds cool. So I think that's mature. That's a really exciting to see. That's how it's presented, and it's a creative challenge, right? It's always fun to find the best way of integrating these tools. So exciting, great.
Yeah, I think the Vaudi acquisition has been really interesting because it's allowed a lot of people who maybe didn't have access to the top end GPUs to try them under their own terms, right? So you can get a H100 for an hour, or now GH200s for just a very short period of time to test your workload and find the right chip at the right price under the right terms. And as a horizontal platform, providing that GPU and providing that storage layer, the key to really driving customer value is integrations like Ortana, where it becomes a full solution that's easy end to end for people to use, and it pulls in GPU from Vaudi as needed. It pulls in Storj where it's appropriate. And frankly, this is exactly the kind of thing that we'd love to continue to explore at IBC this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're so excited working with yourselves and just being able to build these solutions. We always call ourselves the expert friend with our client, and a good example of that is a new JV we just launched in Kuala Lumpur called Frameport. Frameport is a service provider which focuses very much on long-term preservation and restoration of content. We're very pleased to announce Storj is our primary storage partner in that region. As you can imagine, the region itself, KL, is pretty well connected, but as we're working with a lot of content collectors across Asia, that's not always the case. And so the deep presence and the thousands of points of presence that Storj offers as part of its network is invaluable when it comes to both acquisition and distribution of content. So which stand are you at again? Where could I find you guys?
Oh yeah, we're over in Hall 5, so we are F79 over in Hall 5. How about you?
I believe we're in Hall 1, C37, so not too far away from yourselves, just a hop and a skip. And look, John, I think we're all packed here. I've got everything I need on my side. I'm really excited to meet you. Sure, hopefully we'll have a cold beer or a good chat at some point. And with everyone else watching this, thank you, and we'll see you all at IBC.
That sounds awesome. I'll see you there. Thanks.
Cheers, John. Thanks for your time. All the best. Cheers now. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Likewise.